Gun Freak Nation. I'm the president, TElectrik, and I am here to tell you to get armed now. Because if you think that this is a joke, the joke gonna be on you when the shit hits the fan and you are not able to protect yourself or protect your loved ones. Don't count on the police, the government, National Guard. Don't count on none of that to come to your aid in your time of need. Here in Gun Freak Nation, I have ruffled a lot of feathers. I've been getting it for years since this channel, turned into a gun tube or, a pro Second Amendment channel. T, ain't nothing gonna happen. You a fearmonger. I'm used to that, man. They've been telling me that, 3-4 years ago. I don't pay them fools no mind because they know no better. They brainwash. I'm gonna tell you this, Gun Freak Nation. If you got guns, people will try to talk about you. Well, they won't try. They will talk about you. They will try to shame you. They're gonna call you every name in the book. But those are idiots. Don't let an idiot ever try to tell you that you is something wrong with you because you want to go out and buy a firearm to protect you and your family. Them same idiots, those are the same people that will be, chased by these savages and running up to your front door, pleading and begging for you to let them in. But I'm not going to let your ass in because you had every chance to go out there and get armed. Gun Freak Nation, we are as a nation, we are growing. And when I say nation, I'm just not talking about in this country. I'm talking about this is a worldwide movement. We got members all over the world. Really, it should be Gun Freak International. But when you hit that subscribe button and you become a member, you are already a member of the nation. And right now, we are a nation, and I'm talking about the country, that's under siege. You know what I'm saying? We getting out there. We getting exposure. And I wouldn't be surprised if we make it on the news one day, but it won't be for the good. They're going to label us as a terror group or a hate group or, an anti-whatever. They're going to associate us with something negative. And that's not what we about. We are, we are loving people, man. We love peace. We are all inclusive. It don't matter what your race is, what your, what gender you are, whatever you do in your bedroom is none of our business or anybody else's business. We don't judge here in Gun Freak Nation. We just see through the bullshit. That's all. We see through the bullshit of what's going on in the world. And if you're a wise person, then you know to get armed and get your food up and get your water, your meds, your emergency kit, whatever you want to call it, get it up because I'm telling you the reports that I am hearing. We got dark days approaching. I couldn't believe this. You can't make this shit up. I got reports from Gun Freak Nation members in Ohio that's telling me that some of these migrants or illegal migrants, and I'm hearing that they're not illegal, it don't matter, But I'm hearing that they are taking the geese out of the lakes and ponds. What are they doing with these geese? What the fuck is going on? I'm even getting reports that they're stealing dogs. Listen, never before have our life or way of life have been under attack. This government, I'm going to tell you right now, I love my country, but certain elements of it, as far as this leftist government that's running the country right now, they don't give a damn about us. The everyday American citizen is struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. You used to can get by hustling, whatever, legally hustling. It's so hard on us. But this is all by design. How can you help others that don't even supposed to be here, and they are here illegally, and do more for them than you do for us who was born right here, natural born American citizens? How can you do us like that? How can you allocate millions, no, not millions, but billions, and give it away to fund an endless war that they not going to win that war in the Ukraine? But billions of taxpayer dollars have been wasted, spent on that. Billions and like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars are being funded, given out to these illegals that is over here right now living better than us. And I'm not going to hate on them. I always try to look at things through other people's eyes, get other people's perspectives on it. If I was in one of those, fucked up countries and, it's hell on earth, I would be trying to come here too. And I would be grateful for the benefits that I'm getting. So I'm not knocking nobody for their hustle. But what I am knocking is those very same people that's trying to escape their countries because it's hell on earth over there. The United States is hell on earth right here, right now. And it's getting ready. It's like a powder keg that's getting ready to explode. And people is still asleep, saying y'all is fear-mongering and y'all is just capping, and man, screw you. You an idiot. And if them savages, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to feel 1 ounce of, sorry for you when them savages get up in you. Because you just got idiots, man. Don't even worry about them. Some people is just so fucking lost that they will fight you before they accept the truth. They call blind fools. That's exactly what the hell they are. Everybody need to prepare and be ready for what is to come. I don't put nothing past the system. The system is man, we dealing with cutthroats that we are disposable to them. They already don't let us know that they don't give a damn about us, for the simple fact they letting illegals come over here and they enjoying more benefits. They getting a better life than we are. What does that tell you? Something is brewing, and like I said in my previous video, they giving them benefits because they don't care about them either. They just a pawn in the grand scheme and the overlay for the underlay. That's all it is. They're giving them benefits because in the near future, those same people that they're giving all those benefits to, they're gonna benefit them when it comes time for them. When they it's just a matter of time before they make it to where they can, vote. And I'm hearing reports of that too, that some of them already got the right to vote. See, people need to open up their eyes and see what's really going on. And you can have all the food stocked up, all the medicine and, emergency kits. But if you ain't got a gun to protect it, you just hoarding and stocking it up for somebody else that got a gun to come and take it. And they might even decide to take you too. So we dealing with a multi-front, basically, crisis on the verge of all out, just civil breakdown in the country, man. And I believe in the deepest of my heart, that's what they want, man, because that particular and when I say Democrats, I'm not, we here in Gun Freak Nation, we don't hate nobody. We got love for everybody. We don't judge. I'm not talking about your, average Democrat that's out there. We don't hate you. We just trying to get you to open up your eyes and see what's really going on, that you being used and manipulated, man. You being used and manipulated. This government, it's not for us. It's all about the elite. It ain't even about, it's not about no racism. Not saying racism don't exist. Hell yeah, it exists. But I'm telling you, it's something bigger than that, man. They want to sow the seeds of, just tension, man, and divisiveness. That's how they get over. They want to distract us. In the meantime, they're letting, hundreds, they hundreds of thousands, millions, up to 30, 40 million people, man. That's a voting block. Think about it. You just let in, you left them borders wide open for 3.5 years, letting all them people, cross that border, and they didn't necessarily, all of them didn't come on land, on foot. Some of them came by air, some of them came by boat. This shit is just so fucking diabolical. So all this is a replacement. We are being replaced. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like we are being replaced. A lot of people is waking up to their bullshit. So what they going to do? Allow millions and millions of people over here. Who you think they're going to vote for? You want to think they're going to vote for the party that's discussing, talking about they're going to deport them back day one? Or they're going to vote for the person that allowed them in the first place? And they're getting all the benefits, thousands of dollars in food stamps, cash cards, being put up in hotels. Not to mention the violent ass, hardcore street gangs that's over here now terrorizing people. I'm getting reports of just outrageous, outlandish types of crimes that usually don't, it's not a typical crime. I ain't talking about just regular shit. I'm talking about this shit is in Chicago, New York, LA, Florida, Texas, Ohio. What's next? You tell me. But it's not right. And I think that every person, because if I'm telling you something, if she get in office, you can wrap it up. I saw several interviews with her saying she would do some type of mandatory gun back. Well, you know what that means? That ain't like a regular gun back where, it's up to you if you want to sell your firearms, right? Mandatory mean you don't have a choice. You got to, sell your gun, and they're gonna give you pennies on the dollar. You might get $30 or $40 for a $2,000 gun. It's like this, man. It's like this. We facing a threat towards our way of life. This machine, man, this evil machine that really is, they anti everything that's in the Bible, man. And I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. But it seems like what they stand for is like everything that a moral person is against. And therefore, if we don't move like how they move or think like they think, then we are the enemy. They don't give a damn about us. And when I say this, you cannot trust neither party. I fuck with Trump. I really do. He a crazy motherfucker just like me. He's not a politician, he's a businessman. He's not perfect, neither am I or anybody else. But one thing for sure, he's not talking about a mandatory gun ban. They celebrate the Second Amendment. I know I'm going to get somebody in the comments, yeah, but Trump did the bump stock. Man, fuck that bump stock shit. I'm glad it's no longer banned. But the thing of it is, he's never, of lately, he's not talking about, he ain't on the type of shit that she is. Where she's going on record and in her campaign speeches, it's time to, put in another so-called assault weapons ban. You don't hear that shit from the other camp. He get in office, I ain't got to worry about nobody knocking on my door, trying to kick it down and saying you got to give up your guns, TElectrik. Every person should have the right to own what they think that's best for their situation. Home defense. If you want an AR, then you should be able to get you an AR without somebody, sitting in judgment telling you, oh, that's a weapon of war. You don't need an AR. What you need an AR-15 for? Well, damn it, if you turn on the news, we are living in a fucking war zone. Here in Detroit, I am in the hood. And I'm not going to just blame it on the hood. This is happening all across the country, from the hoods all the way to the suburbs. They getting it too. Y'all don't understand the direness and how seriousness that this shit is going down and it's happening. Never before in my life have I seen it this bad before. And I've seen a lot of killings and a lot of murders throughout my life. But I've never seen it this bad where literally it feels like we are living out a sick, twisted ass horror movie and we watching it play out before our very eyes. And a lot of people are still sleeping, not seeing what's really going on. They very clever, diabolic, sinister. They not to be trusted. Don't ever trust somebody that wants to disarm you. Never trust them. They're up to no good, and they damn sure don't have your interests at best. Gunfreak Nation, I love you, man. I love you, woman. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's grow the nation. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We got to be in control over our own destiny. Government, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my business. We law-abiding citizens here, and I'm telling you right now, get your AR-15, get your AK-47, because when them savages come, when they come knocking at your door, they ain't gonna knock, they gonna knock that fucking door down. And if you don't want to be at mercy of those funky bastards, if you don't want to be at their mercy, then you need to arm up and get you one of these. Get you an AR, get you an AK. Get you something to get them off of you. Because this is not a joke right now. No, they're gonna talk about us. They're gonna call us paranoid, fearmongers and all that. Fuck them. We in this together. If you went out there, man, that made me so proud. Somebody left in the comments that because of watching our content, Gunfreak Nation, that they went out, purchased their first firearm. I said, I salute you, sir. Now you can, protect your family. Get your training, get to the range. You ain't got to be no Navy SEAL, Delta Force or whatever to defend your house. You know your layout. And all you need is a reliable gun. If that funky savage come up in your house with a gun, you have to assume that he is there to unalive you and then rob you. So all you got to do at that savage, aim at him and send him to funky town. And I don't advocate, sending people to funky town, but handle your business until that threat been put down. Gunfreak Nation, listen. The way this world is right now, you could be here one day and gone the same day. Not the next day, but the same day. We facing some unparalleled dark days, and you got to be ready. You have to be ready. Protect yourself. And for those who keep on saying, well, you ain't got to get no AR, I know all y'all just watching have seen the video that happened in Aurora, Colorado with the Village Swelling Gang, right? In them apartment complexes going door to door, and one of them had a rifle, and like three other ones had handguns. One had the rifle. I mean, think about it, man. Think about that image that you saw in that video of you had about 5 gang members at a door kicking it in. What would you do if you was on the other side of that door? And if you only had a revolver, and I'm not, pissing on the, I'm not shitting on the revolver, but I'm just saying if you got what you got to make the most of it. But what I'm trying to tell you is if you had a revolver or a regular conventional shotgun, especially the one Sleepy Joe wants you to have that only hold 2 shells and them motherfuckers hot as fuck, and you got to fuck him and that old ass ammo fuzz shotgun, okay? What I'm trying to say is, if you got a regular gun, a handgun, a conventional handgun that hold maybe 13 rounds, if it's a Glock, depending on which one, the 17 rounds. If it's a Glock 17, you still outgunned because you dealing with 5 intruders and one of them got an AR style rifle, right? You still gonna be outgunned. But you know what would even the score? An AK-47 or an AR-15, because that's 30 rounds, and it's only five of them. You know, that's 30 rounds. It's more heavier firepower, and it's just more for a situation like that. It's that's why you need an AR-15. You know, but if you don't have one and you're watching it, man, at least you got something to be able to get them off of you when the day comes. Don't ever think it cannot happen to you. Don't ever think it cannot happen to you. Anyway, Gunfreak Nation, y'all stay armed. Stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. But when that savage try you, you send that bastard to Funky Town. Send him to Funky Town. Because don't let nobody cut your life. Don't let nobody unalive you, delete you from this world. We got savages out here of every kind. And I'm not just talking about the illegal migrant gang savages or the regular hardcore criminals. I'm talking about these funky ass American savages too. So while you looking at the Venezuelan gangs, it just might be an American savage that get the drop on you. So you keep your head on the swivel. Don't be getting distracted. It's all right to stay updated, but don't let it to the point get you to where you ignoring the everyday American savages, because that would be the one that would get you. Whenever you looking for someplace else, the other spot that you ain't looked at, that's the one that's gonna take you out. So y'all stay, savage ready. At the end of the day, it don't matter whether it's a migrant gang or an American gang. A savage is a motherfucking savage, man. And they're going to get you regardless. So keep your head on the swivel and be ready at all times. I love you, Gunfreak Nation. Salute.